Hello?
There we go. Success!
Okay, so Hawaii Five-0, Danny and McGarrett, right? That's where we have to start. Unfortunately, when they start, they don't like each other a whole lot. So this is their first meeting.
Use your free hand, take out your ID.
Please, after you.
At the same time?
At the same time?
Yeah, at the same time.
What, like on the count of 3?
Sure. Okay, 3's good.
1, 2, 3.
Peter, we saw that clip earlier where McGarrett and Dano are arguing over the toolbox, and there's some information in there that McGarrett wants to get regarding his dad's death. So, I mean, the new 5-0, I'm guessing, is you can drop in and out when you want. There'll be sort of casing stuff, but is there going to be sort of a serialized element we're going to see as well?
I think the value of watching this show week to week is you'll see there's going to be a mystery that's going to be unraveled. For the most part, it's a procedural drama. It's a closed-ended show. We'll have these great case stories every week. But we'll also have these great character stories, which are B stories, and the C story is a runner that will unfold this great mystery that really comes to this great end. So if you're watching the show week to week, there's going to be a big payoff. If you're tuning in every now and then, it's just going to be a great show, great hour of television. Alex, the same way like Star Trek, so much of that rode on finding your Captain Kirk. That was such a key role for that, obviously. I mean, McGarrett, Jack Lord, again, another iconic character. Tell me about the casting and how you ended up deciding on Alex.
Well, I think that the thing that we would always hear about McGarrett is that he was the guy who always got his man, and that he was the most focused of the group, and that's a very tough pair of shoes to step into because Jack Lord was so iconic. So what you need to do is is to find an actor who can embody the spirit of what he represented, but also bring something new to the table and put his own spin on the character, so you don't feel like he's sitting there doing a Jack Lord impression. And that's very much a challenge that we faced on Star Trek when we were casting really everybody. And the thing about Alex that struck us immediately when he walked in was he is a natural-born leader. I mean, he really comes in, he knows exactly what he wants to do, he's very focused, he carries himself with a bearing, and it felt like, wow, this is a guy who really could be the leader of the team. Plus, he is a wild fan of the original 5-0. So I think that combo really made us feel like, we had our cornerstone right away, and from that we could build outward.
And then from outward, you have Scott Caan, who you guys know from Entourage, if you watch that, who's really, I mean, electric in the pilot. I mean, there's the energy, the big energy, and I'm assuming the chemistry between those two characters was key as well.
Oh, it's huge. It's the whole ball game in a way, and I think that the thing that's amazing about the casting process is that when pilot season happens, 17,000 actors walk through your door in 5 minutes, and it's very tricky to find somebody who, what you hope for more than anything is that someone will walk in the room and will just be that person. And inevitably, because there's such a crush of time, you end up right down to the wire. So we were, I think, almost 24 hours from shooting, and we did not have our Dano, which ironically we thought was going to be the easiest part to cast. Scott had been on our list right away, but we had heard he wasn't available, and for some, miracle, he became available at the last minute. He had to decide within 12 hours if he was going to give up his life and move to Hawaii. He read the script, he said, I'm in, and that was it. And it was just kind of an amazing thing. The thing I will say about everybody, which is just, it's such a joy, I think, for all of us, is that I've never had the experience of seeing a cast come together on day one and have it feel like this was the 5th year of a show. It just doesn't happen like that. Usually there's a rhythm that has to build, and everyone came together and felt like they had been a family for a long time, and I think it made us feel like we had the confidence to move forward into something really special.